Anyway, please welcome Rachel Lackner.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have this here because I'm incapable of being separated from my phone, not because I don't necessarily remember what I'm gonna say. So, and I was in the YDN because I wasn't in the YDN, but my suite was in the YDN, and the headline was like, more student assaulted, and I'm not gonna go into that. But yeah, okay. I'm mysterious. So you might have seen this video about the woman who's walking through New York City for 10 hours and she's getting catcalled. And the point of the video is to raise awareness of sexual harassment that women go through every day, all the time. And so I watched this video recently, and I was feeling a little bit like left out, because that has not been my experience, and I feel like I'm missing out on some really important part of being a modern woman, where I'm not being humiliated and degraded every time I walk out on the street. And so I was trying to figure out why that was. And at first I was like, do I need to be wearing more clothing? Is there not enough fabric covering my body at all times? I was like, should I have more hair covering most of my face? And I was thinking about it, and I realized what it is I have what you might call resting sad face. And it's a lot like resting bitch face, which you've probably heard about. It's like 100% sadder. And like, I feel like when I'm walking down the street and not like thinking or like not focusing on anything, people are like, hey, like we could catcall her, and their friend is like, no, like, she looks like she has a lot of emotions. She probably writes poetry and then posts it on her Tumblr. So that happens. I don't have a Tumblr and I don't write poetry anymore, but I do have a lot of emotions. The only time that I can think of where I was actually catcalled was one time, this was last year. So I was walking down Prospect with a male friend of mine. Stop that. And so I was walking down Prospect, and this car like slows down and stopped next to me, which it's not that weird because we were at an intersection, and it's the law. And so this person stops, and they say these 3 words, and I will never forget these 3 words. This person goes, "Hey, jean shorts." And so, yeah, I mean, I was a little bit confused because I was like super ready. I was like, this is my chance. I was like, I can finally feel humiliated, degraded, and objectified. Like I'm a real woman now. But then I was like, no. Like I was more confused than anything. Like maybe I felt like a little bit more aware of what I was wearing on the lower half of my body because I was wearing a pair of light wash, fingertip length shorts that I purchased at Delia's in 2009. And like, I mean, I wasn't feeling objectified. And like, I feel like I felt bad for the person who did it, because I feel like he was really trying. And I like to think that maybe it was this kid who was out with his dad, and his dad was there to like show him the family business. He was like showing him the ropes of like degrading and humiliating women. And so he was like, now it's your turn. How about that girl over there in the jean shorts? It looks like she has a lot of emotions. And the guy's like, well, Dad, I could say, hey you, I bet you have a lot of thoughts on intersectional feminism. And his dad's like, what? No. Say something about like a physical attribute, just like, and so the kid's like, okay. I just want to make my dad proud of me, so they like drive by me, and he's like, "Hey, jean shorts." Yeah. So parents, right? So my parents were also very into health, as your parents are. Except I'm thinking maybe they took it like a little bit further than that. My mom used to get empty Lunchables boxes from my daycare provider and fill them with healthy food and then give them to me for lunch. And so I feel like that it hasn't affected me all that much, except it's made it really difficult for me to trust any of my loved ones. So that used to happen, and I posted something about this on social media over the summer, and what I learned was that if you want to make millennials upset, tell them that your parents never gave you Lunchables. Which is weird because Lunchables are just much worse than anything else, but they're stats. It's like if I were to, I'm gonna keep going for like 10 more seconds. I'm sorry. It's like if I bought a car and then I was really jealous of my neighbor because he had a refrigerator box that was glued to his skateboard and he had spent way more money on it. Or like I was like, yeah, Brad proposed to me, but this diamond, Karen got a wad of hair that Mike pulled from the shower drain at the GCC. And when I told my mom that people were really upset about this, what she said was, don't tell them that I used to give you vegan hot dogs. So, I'm sorry for going over, that's my side.